Welcome to my updated Underground Pass quest guide. This is the third quest in the Elven series. All you need to start to complete this quest is the Biohazard quest to be complete, level 25 ranged, any short bow plus some arrows, some ropes, and some combat gear and possibly food if you want to skip some of the traps. The approximate time to complete this quest with this guide will take you about 30 to 45 minutes. So when you're ready, grab your cup of tea, sit back, relax, and enjoy. You start the quest by going to the Ardoin Castle in East Ardoin. Go inside and go up the stairs and talk to King Lathas. Then proceed by accepting the quest. You then want to proceed by going to West Ardoin and talking to Koftik outside of the Underground Pass. Once you're at Koftik, talk to him and choose the first chat option. Then finish the conversation and go inside the Underground Pass cave. Inside the cave, follow the northwestern cavern. Step over the rocks to get through this area. Talk to Koftik to get a piece of cloth. Use that piece of cloth on one of your arrows. Then right click the arrow and choose light. Then equip your bow and shoot the guide rope attached to the bridge from the northern area. Once across, be sure to pick up the plank to the north and then follow the video as seen. Once here, use your rope on the old spike. The hitbox or area you can click on is very small, so it can be a little tricky. Then follow the video along to go south towards the tile room. Now you're going to have to find a path across by simply walking and testing all of the tiles. You used to be able to surge across, but nowadays you cannot do that any longer. Every time you fall in, you'll have to look for a way to climb up. Again, the hitboxes are a little small, so it's really annoying to get out of these holes once you fall. Other than that, I can't really tell you what else to do here. You have to find your own way across, but be sure to note it down, make a screenshot or record it, because you'll need the same path again in the Regicide quest. Once you're across, use the lever and start walking west. There will be traps along the wall which you can right click to disarm. However, if you have food, you can also just run through them, especially if you're a high level player. It really doesn't do that much against you and you'll have plenty of food in your inventory for the rest of the quest. You now have to find 4 orbs of light. These are located in little caverns with some small traps in between. Simply use your plank to go over the flat rocks to take no damage. Then pick up the orbs of light at the end. Get the first 3 as seen on the video. Then for the last one, be sure to right click the orb, then search the flat rock, disarm the trap, and then it will automatically pick up the 4th orb of light. Then go back to the well, go back through the wall with the traps, which you may want to disarm if you want to save your food, and then put those orbs in the furnace you can see. Then go back to the well and climb down the well. Once here, head towards the prison and take the first cell to the south, pick the lock, go inside and dig the mud. Then cross the ledge as seen to the west. You now have to cross this mini wooden maze kind of thing. The path is on screen now if you're curious on how to get to the other side. If you fall for whatever reason or you mess up a jump, simply go ahead and walk back or use the stairs to get back on track. From this point on, go south and enter the obstacle pipe. Search the unicorn cage to find a piece of railing, then go south of the unicorn cage and use that piece of railing on the boulder. If you're a kid, please look away. Search the cage again to get a unicorn horn. The piece of railing is now no longer necessary for the quest. Then pass through the tunnel to the north. Follow the video as seen until you reach 3 paladins. You will want to kill these paladins and then pick up the badges they drop each. Keep going through the tunnel and don't forget to use your plank on these flat rocks so that you do not fail the obstacle or trap. Then use all 3 badges and the unicorn horn on the well. Be sure to not accidentally grind the unicorn horn. After that has been done, you can enter through the door. This is Ivan's cavern. Go all the way south until you find some stairs. Then go down those stairs. A conversation will start, go through the dialogue and then go towards the dwarves. Talk to the dwarf who's called Niluf. Go through the conversation and then head back up the stairs. We'll be going towards the witch's house up there. If you fail any of the jumps of the wooden bridges because of your agility level or RNG, you can go back up by simply finding some stairs along the wall. Once here, left click the window and search it. You will then have to find the witch's cat. The witch's cat is located slightly northwest. Just follow the video as seen, and again, if you fail one of the jumps of the wooden bridges, simply go back up through one of the stairs. It sucks, I know, and if you're unlucky it can happen, but hopefully it doesn't to you, and the quest will feel a little less tedious. Once you have the cat, return to the witch's house. Use the cat on the door, and then open the door to the witch's house. Search her chest, and you'll get an item called the History of Ivan book. After searching the chest, you will get an item called the History of Ivan book. Be sure to read this book and go through all of the pages. You will now have to kill 3 demons west of the witch's house and pick up the amulets they drop. If you end up falling from the bridge, again just go look for stairs, walk back up and try again. Open and search the chest north of the middle demon. You'll get an item called Ivan's Shadow. Use this Ivan's Shadow on the Doll of Ivan. If you for whatever reason do not have the Doll of Ivan, that's because you've searched the chest in the witch's house without having extra inventory spaces. Go back down the stairs and go to the dwarves. Talk to the dwarf who's called Clank. After talking to Clank, you'll receive his gauntlets, which you can equip to negate some damage in the following part of the quest. After talking to Clank, go inside the big building and pick up the bucket. Then go to the barrel inside the smaller building and use the bucket on that barrel to get dwarf brew. Run east from the area with the dwarves and 2 buildings to a tomb. Use the dwarf brew on the tomb and then left click it to light it. You'll get an item called Ivan's Ashes, so be sure to have at least 1 free inventory slot. You can now drop the bucket because you no longer need the bucket. Use these Ivan's Ashes on the Doll of Ivan. Then start heading north. An area in the northeast corner has a lot of yellow dots. These are spiders. You'll have to kill the big one called Kalrag. After killing Kalrag, go ahead and go up the stairs in the northwestern corner. If you haven't equipped the gauntlets, equip them now if you want to negate damage in just a second. You will now have to search cages for an item called Ivan's Dove. If I am correct, this item will always be in the same location for every single player. If they for whatever reason change this later down the line, simply look in all of the cages. Take this path for Ivan's Dove. Search the cage and use Ivan's Dove on Ivan's door. Then head a little back and start walking east. If you end up failing any of these obstacles, again look for stairs, go back up and follow the same route. Kill a disciple of Ivan and pick up their robes and equip them. It's a Zamrak robe top and Zamrak robe bottom. You have to unequip everything except these robes, including your weapons and possibly even your aura. So deactivate your aura as well if you have one active. In this particular clip, I forget some items which I'll unequip in just a second as well. Then just follow the video as seen. Enter Ivan's temple and use the door on the well. You will then be teleported away. Talk to Koftik at the end of the cave. Then finally, to finish off this quest, all you have to do is go back to Ardoing and go ahead and talk to King Lathus inside the castle. This will then complete the quest. About 5 minutes after completing the quest, a NPC will come towards you to give you a message, and this is necessary for the Regicide quest. Be sure to read it. And don't worry, I'll mention this in the Regicide quest as well. If you found this quest guide helpful, all I ask of you is to leave a like down below. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace.